Hi guys, let's continue our Westwall campaign. So far, I must admit that I'm enjoying this gameplay, and I'm really glad that I have selected these traits that I never selected before, like Infantry General. I never played with this. Okay, slow modernization. Yeah, okay, I used that before, but meticulous planning and aggressive deployment never, and they work so nice with infantry, meticulous planning and aggressive deployment. Force dispersion is a huge penalty. We'll see how we are going to live with this. Okay, it's a great disadvantage, but on the one hand, I really like, when it is not possible to create super strong units. That makes the game much more difficult. Okay, so far we are doing well. Okay, over here we cleared the breakthrough zone, we took to Wallendorf, and we took all these Victor Hectors, plus we took Bitburg, yeah? Okay, we didn't. These 4 flex we couldn't take, but it's fine, right? I mean, this one over here is even with the minefield, and over here, yeah, we can't. We could, I mean, if we had 1 artillery, it would be easy to destroy this one, but we didn't have a single artillery to help, and maybe I would have done it if, yeah, but I should have destroyed this bunker, then it would be easy to bring 1 artillery, just 1 support fire, that would be enough. But yeah, okay. With a small group, and if I had 1 light artillery, the 75mm, that would be enough to capture everything over here, yeah. Or maybe an engineer instead of paratrooper, yeah. Yeah, engineers are really great when they're assaulting enemy. Let's dig in. Let's now continue. September 14th. This is 3 days after the previous scenario. Approaching from south, US 7th Corps begins to cut off the city of Aachen, which is heavily protected by 2 separate bands of the Siegfried Line. Okay, interesting. Let's see. We played the Aachen scenario in the US Corps in Panzer 1. Yeah. US Corps campaign in Panzer 1, which is, yeah, I also played it, and I played it, and I mean, I recorded it, so it's on the YouTube. It's an interesting campaign. Stolberg Corridor, 14 September 1944, firewall. All right. Sir, while the 102nd Cavalry scouted the border in Schnee-Eifel, 7th Corps scouted border in the Schnee-Eifel, the 7th Corps that's similarly south of Aachen, but with heavier force led by elements of the 3rd Armored and 1st Infantry Divisions. On the September 12th, the 3rd Armored took the first locations of Germany, the small village of Redken, in the famous Hurtgen Forest. When I say famous, I mean this is a very well-known forest where heavy fighting occurred. Yeah, and Germans were defending really heavily, okay, and desperately in this forest. There is a movie about this, but it was made. When it was, I think, in 1990. Forgot the name of the movie. It's excellent movie about the fights in the Hurtgen Forest. Yeah, can I? I can't remember the name right now, but I've looked for it. It's excellent movie. All right. On the September 12th, the 3rd Armor took the first locations at Germany. Okay, I read that one. The rest of the forest was not. Okay, so Redden was undefended, but the rest of the forest was not. All right. Now we aim to encircle the city of Aachen, but this will take time and the combined effort of both 7th and 19th Corps, which is advancing further north. Aachen is not hugely important in military terms, but the loss of a big city on German soil would be symbolic defeat for the German leadership. All right, so we see the Aachen, we see over here this defensive belt. Some of the brass hats also hope that an early capture of Aachen allows for a swift advance into the industrial heart of Germany in the Ruhr Valley. All right. Montgomery has the different plans at this time, and he wants to enter the Ruhr Valley from north by getting Arnhem. But by this time, Montgomery got the priority in supply. I read about it. There is an excellent book, Memoirs of the General Omar Bradley. And his memoirs, he describes that in this period of time, they didn't have enough gasoline for all the Allied armies. So priority was given to Montgomery to secure Antwerp. The big port, so that they can use that big port for supply. And meanwhile, Patton, Third Army was given restrictive fuel. So yeah, Patton had only fuel for defensive actions. It's interesting that Patton was so restrictive with the fuel, so he managed to save some fuel and then start again doing offensive actions. And then Montgomery complained to Eisenhower that the U.S. Army is smuggling gasoline to the Third Army. And Omar Bradley also wrote in his book, every time when Patton was coming with his vehicle, Jeep, to meet Bradley, every time he would stop at the gas station of the command of the group armies of the where the Bradley was, and he would always say, fill the tank to the maximum. Yeah, so yeah. All right. Okay, at Aachen, the Siegfried Line splits into two separate bands of fortification to protect the city from all sides. The first band, named the Schachhorst Line, runs through the Aachen city forest. This area provides excellent firing position for artillery, but might be full of mines and bunkers. So clearing the forest is your first task. You need to assist elements of the 1st Infantry to achieve this goal. Our main objective is to advance into so-called Stolberg corridor to seal off the city for later assault. But this brings us directly between Aachen and the second band of fortifications, known as Schill Line, which allows the Germans to prepare relief attempts from a safe position. However, the main element formation at Aachen, the still weakened 117th Panzer Division, is in no position for any large attack. We may encounter armored elements in Stolberg corridor through. All right. The city itself seems to be weakly guarded only, but it's imperative that we clear the surrounding first, otherwise we may get shot to pieces by German artillery from nearby heights. Primary objective, never lose Redgen or Reren. Take all victory hexes. Alright. Stay out of Aachen. Alright. Optional, clear the Aachen forest. Okay, destroy bunkers, support units, and clear mines to receive a new hero. Okay. Alright. Given the extent of the Siegfried Line, do not expect swift progress. Reduce the fortifications around Aachen methodical to breach the west wall at selected points. Expect sporadic attacks in the Hurgen forest. They're not over strong, but that could change any time. Nice. However, tell our gasoline cowboys to focus on their objectives and stay the hell out of the city. This is not a request. Fine. Would you like to attach 2 veteran infantry units from the big red one permanently to your force for a cost of 500 prestige? What units will join your corps when the operation begins? Yes, we want that. I mean, this is also going to increase our number of core units. So, Exterminator, that's a good hero, right? I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. How we stand with damage units? Infantry, okay, we are going definitely this one elite, this one. I don't want to lose so many stars, so yes, we are going to pay this one. Yeah. Let's pay. Definitely pay. Artillery. For 20 we are not going to. Planes, yeah, I made a mistake with planes that I purchased so many planes in the last scenario, so we don't need so many planes. Let's analyze these planes. This one is actually very interesting. It's like fighter bomber. I mean, to be honest, P-47 Thunderbolt was a fighter bomber. Alright, so let's check out the planes once more. Okay, what are our best options? So we have P-47C, 3 core slots. I mean, solid. I mean, 4 and 6. This is excellent. When we go for the tactical bombers, this one has 6-4, which is, I mean, it's the opposite, but it's basically almost the same, like our fighter. So yeah, it is definitely a good bomber C. Okay, this one is superior definitely, but 5 core slots, 15 air attack, which is excellent, almost like this one. Sorry. I really want the Space 61. I know it's weaker in the overall role, but has better initiative and much better air attack. So this is definitely our best plane. Yeah. What it lacks a bit is air defense. Yeah. And the king is, of course, P-47D, which was extremely durable. Extremely. I think it was reported in China, it was, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of holes were on the plane, and the still plane safely landed on the airfield. So it was an amazing plane. P-47. What is this one? Again 5, huh? This one is here. This one is amazing. Huh. So this or this? Well, I don't know. Maybe this one will do better, yeah. Okay. Fine. This plane will get elite. Okay, this plane we are going to sell. This plane elite. This plane we are going to sell no matter of the experience. I don't care. Okay, this plane will get elite. Okay, this hero lightning attack we will give to our bomber Is this the best what we can have? We have what? B26F. I want this one. Yeah, I mean B25 definitely is better, but I didn't want to go for the 4 core slots. Yeah, probably it is the best. Yeah, yeah, for 3 core slots it is. There are strategic bombers, but maybe we can use them later in campaign. Right now, there are no any airfields for the strategic bombers. These are just dirt airfields. Yeah. So we can't use strategics on the dirt airfields. Yeah. All right. Engineers have infantry. No, this is actually what is on the ground. All right. These are not Aurians. Aurians are over here. Okay. We are going to get 2 units. We still don't know which ones. We need for this group 2 artilleries. I mean, they can't advance without 2 artillery. So we have 5 points. What if we... let me check out. Okay, over here I don't see any enemy planes. Where is the next airfield they have? Don't see airfields over here. It's a strategic map, alright. One airfield is here. One airfield is here. And we have airfield over here. I'm wondering, can anyone fly from here to here? Do we need to buy a flak for this group? For this group we have a flak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, I believe this fortress is basically out of range of the German planes, yeah. So we don't need to bother to buy a flak at this time for this group, all right? Okay, that's good. But we need 2 more artilleries. What if we switch these artilleries to long term? We are going to save 1 core slot. Need to be careful, we have a slow modernization, so when I do it, yeah, we are going to have 1 more upgrade, maybe to upgrade this one to Hellcat. This means this fighter will stay P61. Maybe it would be better to do this. 3 upgrades, huh? With the Hellcat, we spent 1 more core slot, but Hellcat is much more. I'd really like to use a Hellcat. Wolverine, I mean, it was okay, but I'm not impressed with Wolverine, with performance so far. Let's check once more. Wolverine is slightly better ground defense, but Hellcat has 2 more hard attack. Definitely is going to be better against German heavy armor. This hero, we have a 6th sense, leadership, and cheap replacements. All right. Okay, if we reduce the overstrength over here, completely remove. Overstrength does not count as change upgrade. You know what's limited in the slow modernization. Overstrength does not count as upgrade, and also giving transports doesn't count as upgrade. That's important to know. So changing transports is not an upgrade. So we still have 3 upgrades. How many we have points? So for the 2 artilleries we need 8, and we have 7. And if we want to change this one, we need we need 9 points. We need 9 points. Now we can save 2 with artillery. But then if we upgrade this one, that's it, all right? We can't upgrade any more, and we will not be able to change this fighter. Three, 4 versus 5, 6. That's much better, yeah. Much better attack. So we can use this one as fighter bomber, which is very usable. Very useful. Okay, then I don't know. Okay, let's leave Wolverine for one more scenario for this one. Okay, we are going now to upgrade this one back to this. We need these artillery, so I believe we don't have an option. We could get maybe lighter artilleries, but I don't want to. 2 long toms, and we are going to buy 2 more. Okay. 2 more, all right. Let's upgrade this one. We will leave this plane as it is. Let's upgrade this, all right. Let's upgrade to Hellcat. We are going to give some fancy camouflage to our Hellcat. This one looks nice, all right. Recon, what we are going to give for our recon. Okay, good. All right, we have Winter Pride, Summer Pride. Okay, I don't believe this fits into World War II narrative, so we are going to ignore that one. It would definitely break the immersion, yeah. We have already this one. This is what was used, I think, by Marines in the Pacific. Yeah? Airborne infantry. This is our heavy. Okay, that pretty much similar. I would like to have something different for our I mean, okay. Fine. How different it is, I don't know. We'll see when we deploy. And we have over here Rangers. Rangers, they should get something nice. It's not easy to spot these differences, yeah. But over here, let's, yeah. I think now we know what fighters are. We have a recon, alright, and this one. I would like to have more, yeah, cooler camouflage. What is this? This one is nice. What do we have? We have just this one, huh? Okay, let's see how this will work. Fine. 65 out of 65, alright. Yeah, okay, let's deploy our planes. Yeah, I think this is okay. I can tell you exactly which one it is. Alright, over here for this group we are going to deploy our engineers. Engineers and our heavy infantry, alright. Plus 2 artilleries, yeah. Let's give them 1 experienced artillery and 1 less experienced, alright. Over here. I think it's better to stick close to the roads. Yeah. I need to think about this definitely. Now we have trucks. It will take, okay, we have also 105 over here auxiliary. That's great. Okay, and where are the engineers? They're over here. They have APCs, so it's fine. Half-trucks. Alright. That's good. But here, actually, I mean, we are not going into this forest. So I would stay away from over there. I think we should... We are going for this, yes. I would rather go over here. Where we, or, I mean, we can scout this area, of course. We have a recon, so let's put the recon over here. We'll see what's over there. But I would go with our best tank over here, yeah. So this means tank on the road, second tank, recon, okay. Our artilleries, they need to be close. Same with our infantry. Hellcat has a lot of movement, so we don't need to worry about Hellcat. That's it. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, good. Now we are going to see how we are going to be affected with towed artilleries. Yeah? I mean, over here we have better roads than when we played as the guards. Yeah, these roads are really bad. Over here there is much more roads and it is a better network, but still. Let's see. Are we going to be affected as we were affected when we played the first guards? Yeah, unlike US and the Soviets, Germans in the Panzer Corps 2, they have haul trucks for towing the artillery, and that's a huge difference. Trucks, yeah. Studebaker trucks were excellent, but over here in this game, they don't have such a great mobility like haul trucks, and probably they didn't have that kind of mobility, off-road mobility. Okay, so fine. I would like this anti-tank gun over here. I mean, I don't see a purpose of it. Maybe we can move it over here to join our main group. Yeah, we are going to leave this tank to protect the red gun. Yeah. These auxiliaries, fine. Okay, this is also auxiliary. We must not lose rearance, so this infantry is not going to leave this town. Yeah. All right. Never lose Redcan or Eren. Yeah, we are not. Let's start. 24 turns. Oops. Come on. What heroes do we have? Let's check it out with our rangers. Exterminator, alright. Who can be Exterminator? Who can benefit from this? Okay, we know the rule. We can use a single hero per single unit. Yeah, for dispersion. Exterminator. And that's always good, you know, for a tank. So then, you know, tank can be used to finish off the enemy units. But over here we have a tank killer, and I don't want to change that. This one. Maybe this one, okay. Exterminator. Yeah, this one, okay. Unassign, okay, we are going to assign exterminator, and for our engineers we will give this leadership, all right, and cheap replacements so that we can repair. They're, you know, expensive to repair, so. And why is this? Okay, these are again engineers, all right. Yeah, I mean, they're the most expensive, that's right. And heavy infantry, 390. Okay, so let's give to them. Okay, this is not our unit, sorry. This one. Evasive, okay, so that they suffer less damage. All right. Okay, I think this is good. Let's start. Stolberg corridor. All right, 70. Okay, we got how much points? We received 2 units. Okay, that was promised. Okay, we pay for that. We had 65, and we received. What did we receive? Okay, this one. This one is with APC. Yeah, probably this one would cost 5 core slots. But since we are infantry general, it's 4. Yeah, definitely it would be 5 with APCs. And what's the other unit that we received? I think it's this one. Yeah, we can't move that one. We can't move this one either. Okay, it's the infantry with trucks. And probably this one is again 4 core slots, but since we are infantry general, this costs us only 3. Okay, so this means that we have 2 more core slots. And we can buy something. We can buy a recon for them. Recon or something else, I don't know. I don't know how recon would do in this forest, yeah. I mean, the recon is always good to have. But here we have 2 our recons and we have 1 auxiliary. That's a lot of recons, but that's fine. Let's get 1 recon, okay? Later on we can upgrade 1 of the recons to 20 tank or whatever. Our strength, all right, let's purchase. Is this the only location? I think it is, all right. Next turn we will be able to move this recon north, all right. Fine. Now let's start. Over here is a huge minefield. Okay, we don't know what's over there, so let's send auxiliary, all right. Fine. All right, there's a flak over there. And anti-tank is defending. Can we bombard the flak? Yes, we can. can bombard the flak. Our both tanks, they can attack infantry, but we want to use our air force. We definitely need to bombard the flak. I think all our planes they can reach, yeah? They can damage this pretty nicely. Fortunately our recon it can't reach this hex, but I would like, then I would send our recon plane, okay, to help with bombardment. This can work, alright. What about our infantry? No, we can't reach. Good. We have a tank which can't reach, but excellent. We can move out of this infantry. Right, we move over here and we destroy the flag. Okay, fine, and we can go away. We'll see about that. All right, now. Fine, let's send them. Now what? Let's send this fighter, okay? I think the most thing what is important is to reduce the entrenchment level, yeah? Could be over on this, but I think we don't have anyone who can actually maybe with the force march we can. Excellent. And these guys, yeah, they can do as well. All right, any recon maybe that can, no, this one, no. Okay, let's move with our infantry over here. There's enemy infantry, that can be problematic, but we can pull back with our infantry, all right? And don't believe there is a need for our infantry to be exposed, so we are going to run away, all right, with them. Let's protect this infantry over here with this tank. I think this looks promising. We can run away with this anti-tank, and let's move a tank over here to protect the red gun. Alright, fine. And these guys somewhere over here, okay. Or Hellcat, huh? Yeah, they might counter-attack. Or Hellcat to protect the recon. With this recon, I think there's no point to go over here at all. Let's move like this. And flak. Somewhere over here. Protect the most of our units, yeah. Alright, I think that's fine for the starting moves over here. We need this airfield, so that's why we are taking this. We need this airfield. We need to transfer all our planes over here before we attack this Walheim. And this Walheim, of course, we will attack from this side. We are not interested to go in this area. We'll fight over here. Then we'll see how we are going to deal with this and what's on our right flank. Yeah, it's a huge forest. In this area we don't have a recon. No, we don't. How far we can go with artilleries? Damn it. This one can, but this one actually only over here. This one? Alright. Let's get on the road, yeah. We are not going to attack this turn. Next turn we are going to attack across the river. And this recon will also join them. Okay, we will reduce the entrenchment level. We are going to cross the river and then we are going to assault the forest. But with assaulting the forest, I'm not too sure are we going to attack head on. Or maybe it's better to attack from this side, so that we attack their flank. So when we cross, we'll go over here and attack the flank. If we attack head-on, we might be attacked from, if artillery are on these hills, we may be attacked from several sides. If we attack like this, we'll attack just one side. But also we need to know what's over there. That's why we are sending our recon. Okay, let's play one more turn and then we will save. They're bringing reinforcements, some. Right. Over here. Now we need to take the airfield. Do we need help over here? Maybe help with the recon plane, yeah. Right. I don't see any immediate danger, yeah. It's more like this. Which one have cheap replacements? This one, huh? Yeah. We can cross with one artillery, but okay, let's cross with one artillery. This will make our position stronger. Okay, fine. So basically all our units are, this one is not on good terrain, I know that, but it's going to be protected by 2 artilleries. And the other units are fine, and next turn we are going, as we said, north. Okay, over here. Yeah. So now let's take this first, yeah. Okay, now we can send our bomber, but I think this one has fast rebase. And what is also important to know for the tactical bombers, their attack is weaker, like for the fighters. As far as they are from the airfield. Okay, so we have now over here 4. All right, let's press L. So we have the reduction effective. Okay, bond penalty. Base attack. I think there is some penalty because we are away from our air base. I don't see over here close. So let's now go over here. Since we have faster base, we have the same attack. Okay, but for planes definitely. I don't see when it's where it's written, you know, that definitely now the planes in this game, you know, if they are too far away from the air base, they perform worse. So now the question is, we're going to attack or we will rebase next turn. Next turn is going to be cloudy, so let's attack now. Alright. Fine. I think definitely I want to destroy these units, yeah. Do we need artillery support, or with the rest of our units we can proceed east to Volheim? We have how much? 5 movements, and I think over here we are going to spend 2. Tracked 2, so this is 3. Going to be overrun. Another overrun, okay. That's we are going to retreat, all right. How much movement we have? 4. Will we spend 2, unfortunately, yeah. So we can move over here and we can't go back. Yeah. Let's go back. Like this, all right. We are going to give anti-tank support to this one, all right. Let's attack with this fighter bomber. Okay, now. Rangers, I think both Rangers and paratroopers are bunker killers. Yes, they are. We have 4 movement, and I think if we move over here, we will not be able to move anywhere else. Fine, I want Hellcat. Where's our Hellcat? I want Hellcat over here to protect. But I also want artilleries. Is it possible? No, it's not. Yeah, that's a problem with our artilleries now. Yeah, they're not going to be as effective as when they were tracked. Yeah. Probably next in next scenario I'm going again to change 2 of them to be tracked if we get more core slots. Yeah, we can't fire. I mean, yeah, that's it. Recon another. Okay, over here there is an infantry, yeah? Let's not attack now anymore. I think that's it, yeah? That's it for turn 2. It's going to be cloudy next turn, so we will use that cloudy to rebase our 2 fighters. We can also rebase our recon plane, yeah? Our recon plane is getting nice experience. So it is becoming a good candidate. Maybe a few more scenarios and then we can upgrade this one to fighter, and we are going then to have a maybe even 4-star fighter. This one, okay. And this is perfect for a bomber. Lightning attack, launch for mistake, and fast rebase. I mean, fast rebase is also good for fighter as well, yeah. Alright. Over here, I'm happy with the result. We didn't suffer too much damage, yeah. This infantry. Let's park over here, right? We need to defend this terrain all the time. Actually, we can go over here and destroy this, but can we protect this infantry? I don't believe. We can't protect, so I'm not going to do it. We are now going to save anyway. Actually, yeah, I mean, our infantry was protected against tank attacks, not against... Luck, damn it. Where's our plane? How much it damaged? Repair 72, Look, it also might snow, which is going to be real difficult if it happens. Stay out of the entire city area of Aachen. Okay, we heard that already. Okay, thanks for the reminder. Okay, fine. This one has become steamroller. How much this one needs? I think probably not too much. Yeah, only 2 overruns. Alright. We can overrun this, and then with the next overrun it will become a steamroller. I believe we need to rebase our planes. Okay. Here we will proceed with the plane going over here in the western part of the forest. These guys, okay, did exactly what I wanted them to do. They repaired the unit, so now definitely it's going to be easier to destroy them. We attack like this and they will retreat over here. And then I think we'll be able to destroy this, and we can also maybe send some steward to give a hand. Rangers, some. All right. Okay. Over here, yeah, I mean, we see a lot of dragon teeth. I mean, for this we need, I don't know what, engineers to clear, but yeah, we are not going over here, yeah. We'll just bypass this defensive line by moving straight to Walheim. Okay, that's all. The battle just started. I believe it's going to be interesting battle. It's not going to be a walk in a park. Okay? Thank you very much for watching and see you. And okay, over here, see optional clear Aachen city forts. Yeah, that's the one over here. All right. Okay, see you in the next one. Yeah, bye bye.